Product Board Engineering Leadership Podcast. What metrics do you use to track the performance of your engineering organization?
I think a lot of people drive this question to velocity, and they want to understand if their team is productive. But I would probably start how I will be sort of judged on my job. And I think the first and most important thing is, do I have an engineering team at all? So I think it all starts with happiness. And it's also one of the key things I tend to ask on interviews for roles, for engineering management roles. And I, for example, look up their Glassdoor ratings and I look at how happy the engineering team there is. And there can be also, and it's not something that's like a red flag that if their team is unhappy, but they should be aware about it and also kind of have like an idea of how to solve it and how to think about it. So I think the first metric that I would use is happiness. This is something that it doesn't matter to try to measure velocity in any way unless you solve this first, because I think this is sort of like a coefficient or multiplier that just comes before all the rest. And if you're going to have a motivated team, you can just put a 1.2 in front of that. And if you have a very demotivated team, which is just doing it because, I don't know, out of habit and kind of drudging along, then you can like easily put a 0.4 in front of any other optimizations and output you can expect from the team. So I think my internal metric is, and one of the things I'm most fond about is if the team is happy.